once I got to the set, it's like that all that prep
All the
work,
lights and cameras, literally.
because it's this giant studio, and yeah, I got nervous, and my hands were just,
Yeah.
I was like, I was froze.
And welcome back to the Rally Back Project. Crystal and John.
Hey.
What's going on?
It's a nighttime recording.
Yep. So get
So
prepared. She's
bear
gonna
with
yawn
the
a lot
yawns.
because it's nighttime. Yeah. See, there's
And
one.
it's
There's
cold.
one
I
there.
know it's trying.
Oh yeah, it's cold. We're in Florida and it is a cold snap.
It is. We had to get ice off of our
Yeah,
cars today.
Frost, not ice. It was like a
The
frost.
frost is ice.
Yeah, but like you say ice and people everywhere else.
So one of my weird, like, what do you call, not pet peeves, like things that I don't like is frost,
touching ice,
like ice, frosty ice. And I just pictured, because your fingerprints were in my windshield.
Because I was wondering how deep and how hard it was. Yeah, I know.
Pause. But yeah, so it was freezing, and we're still freezing. It's warming up, but it's not quite warming up. People don't know
freezing
all the time that we have a pig, and we had to drag the pig in again tonight, and she was not having it.
No, she's tired of coming in the house.
She's like, no, leave me out here. But
it's
just cold enough that I'm like,
She had a nice little cover with the hay and the mat and everything.
Her out of her
and she had to come out. Yeah.
Sorry,
she
baby.
wasn't having it. Anyway, this episode is brought to you by
Katie with Monarch Pine. If you are looking for jewelry findings or blanks, check out her website, monarchpine.com, and make sure to use code Riley Black for 10% off, of course. If you're a patron, you get more.
That's right. And if you're a patron, please join TRBP Hangout Facebook group. That's strictly for patrons. It gets pretty wild in there.
Does it?
And
Does it?
I'm trying to drum up patron members here.
Come on.
Anyway, if you're not a patron, don't worry. We have you covered. Riley Black Project Community Facebook group as well. And then there you just hear about us. More of us. Is what it is.
Did you post on there today?
No, I didn't. Sure didn't, because I was busy.
Going to message Desiree.
Busy at the studio.
And bring her back.
Yes, because she definitely kept me on my toes with the shorts and everything like that. Yes, yes. Anyway, today on the episode.
Yes.
Friend of the show. Graceful loser.
Oh.
What, he lost?
We're going there already.
He lost the competition.
He did.
He was in a competition at Next Level, and he lost to Creative Cut Supply.
Yes.
But was famously just on Fox 17.
Right.
You know,
local news.
And please watch the interview because he didn't know what to do with his hands. Welcome to the show, Blake of Great Lakes Laser Supply.
What's up, Great Lakes Laser Supply? What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Gray? You came topless.
Topless.
You came topless, no hat.
I just wanted to keep it chill.
All right. I'm digging it. How's it going?
Yeah. Why are you here? I'm just kidding. Tell us about Michigan Maker Summit greatness.
Yes.
Michigan Maker
what's to come?
There is so many fun things coming. I can't even contain my level of excitement. I'm like working 24/7 on all this. Yeah. We got Great Lakes Laser Supply. We got the Michigan Maker Summit. We got Michigan meetups that we keep on going whenever we can. And it is awesome. Last year was our first bigger Michigan Maker Summit. Technically, it was the third Michigan Maker Summit, but it was the first big one where we really tried to get some people from out of state. We had Will and Mark there. I mean,
nice.
It was nuts. It was a huge success. You know, my real vision for the Michigan Maker Summit was to create an environment where people could get hands-on. You know, the breakouts, they weren't this big room of 100+ people. It was smaller classrooms where there was just 15, 20 people, and you were really able to ask some of those difficult questions. You know, I get a lot of repeat questions day to day, and I wanted people to be able to really get those answers from experts in those different fields. And it was awesome. My vision really came together, and you know, because of people like you guys and these connections in our community, you know, we were able to pull it off. Otherwise, there's no way that we could have done this without the unbelievable community that's formed around us, like you guys.
Yeah,
The
I agree.
motto, yeah, it was nuts. So the
Not
motto is
just about us, but like the other people.
The community.
Let me just clarify
Yeah, the
for anybody who
community
doesn't know
aspect.
us. The community aspect, yeah.
my goal with the things that we teach there and the speakers that we have. And the motto is design your blueprint, build a foundation, and find your people. So my goal is to give the people the tools that they need there to get those things. And I feel like we really accomplished that mission at the first big summit and for what's coming in 2026.
And so for the first one, if people don't know, you plan that on your 17-hour drive home from Next Level.
I did
And you planned it in what, like 3 weeks, right?
3 weeks.
That's crazy.
And again, so I'm telling David, I'm like, I don't know if I can pull this off. Like, we're literally driving back. David drove most of the time so that I could plan this while we were driving. And I said, if
Good excuse, by the way, to be passenger princess.
if the location that I want to have it at or am able to have it at, if
Yeah.
they do it, I am gonna go all out planning this thing.
Yeah.
And every person I messaged or called, I'm in. I'm in. Blake, I'm in. Lens Digital, we'll give away a rotary. I'm like, what?
Nice.
We haven't even talked about
Yeah.
the event. How many people are going to be there? I know as a business owner, you want to know ROI and what
Right.
Right.
out of that investment. But Lens Digital, boom, we'll give away a rotary.
What
We'll give away a laser.
Nice. What made you choose that weekend? Did you want to like keep running on like the high of it, or like what was the motivation to have it so soon?
That was the weekend that just kind of worked for David. It
For
worked for
you,
me.
yeah.
It worked
Okay.
for the event space.
Mhm.
Really, that
Nice.
was the main thing.
Yeah.
I figured what could come together and what people could make it in that short notice.
Yeah.
That's what's meant to be,
Yeah.
and the stars aligned. I mean,
I love when that happens.
yeah. I mean, the role that Mark and Will played, like, if nothing else, emotionally for me, we
Yeah.
talk
I'm
daily.
surprised they said yes. Listen, 3 weeks after a big conference that
Right.
I had to put together, my answer's gonna be hell no.
I
And
know.
then maybe I would have FOMO and say yes eventually. But
Blessed
it's so
beyond
awesome.
belief.
Yeah.
It was unreal. AP Laser, who's just about 2 hours away. They
Mhm.
had a huge booth. They went all out. I'd say like my probably this may change, but my favorite thing was the vendor room floor breakouts. And
Mm.
I spent a little extra money on some things. I went to Sam's Club to get a TV, and I was like, "Hey, are you guys selling display models at a discount?" And manager's like, "We don't do that anymore, but did you see the TVs are on clearance?"
Yeah.
And I was able to
TVs are cheap now.
Yeah.
I got brand new 65-inch TVs for like $300.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
instead of just getting one or two, I think I got like six. So every breakout had a dedicated TV where it showed
That's
what they were
awesome.
doing. They had,
Yeah.
audio. We had video. It really elevated that experience. But the
Yeah.
vendor floor breakouts, those were larger breakouts. But it
Yeah.
was right there in the vendor's booth. And same thing. We had that 65-inch TV right there, so everybody could see everything. There was no bad seat, and I
Yeah.
really loved the environment that created. There's a picture that AP Laser got where two guys like the vendor room breakout's over and there's two guys sitting in the front and they're like 2.5 feet from the person giving the presentation, and they're just
Mhm.
asking questions, and that picture really captures my vision for the summit and what I want that to be. I want it to be that place where you can ask the hard questions that you are
Yeah.
embarrassed to ask in a
That
large
more
environment.
one-on-one. Yeah.
Mhm.
How many people attended the first one? Well, this last one.
It was about 110.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So you say that last year's was actually the third one. So what did they look like before then?
It was a much smaller scale. I think the first one we had 30. The next one, I want to say we had between 40 and 50
So
people.
so were they just meetups?
It was like a bigger meetup. We had vendors. There were just like 4 or 5 vendors.
Okay.
We had some smaller scale
We
speakers.
wanted to go to the
Yeah.
other ones, but they were at
It was-
bad times
yeah.
for one reason or another. And yeah,
It's tough. And you guys are so far away too.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than the Crazy Laser Dad's Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high quality blanks are expertly sourced and tested and ready to use on your laser. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for your customers.
Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their laser ready blanks. Hey guys, how great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape the 9 to 5 and embrace a lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Above and Beyond webinar, where you'll learn how you can make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head on over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Above and Beyond webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on.
Bye.
But not this year.
We are crazy and agreed to a March conference in Michigan.
Let's
But-
go.
Just have the coffee ready and a blanket, and I'm good.
Preferably a heated blanket.
You never know. It could be 70 or there could be an ice storm.
Man, I'm hoping for the 70 and not the
Yeah,
ice storm, because we're
please,
going through an ice
please.
storm now
Oh,
by Florida means.
it is. Yeah, we're having to drip our pipes and
Really?
keep cabinets
Yeah.
open, and this is stuff I used to do in Colorado. Like this is not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Our
Florida,
code
Florida
is
stuff.
not built for this.
Well, that's the other thing too, is that, side tangent. They're like, oh, you guys can't handle it. And it's like, no, we really can't. And so can't our infrastructure. Like our pipes
Right.
are different. Like our houses are built different. They're not built for this.
Yeah. Hurricanes all day.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's a necessary, not evil, but like, I'll buy a new winter jacket so that I can be out
Yes.
there. And
Yes,
attend.
we harp on like these events and meetups and everything are so
I know.
great.
I kind of feel like we're such a
for
broken record on those right now.
but it really it's part of the reason why we try to go to as many as we can. One, support our friends that are putting it on.
Yeah.
But also two, meeting people. Like, not everyone can make it to next level. Not everyone
Right.
can go to perfect example, the Paisley Grace, that was just a mastermind.
Right.
Not everyone can make go to Vegas for APA.
Right.
So these other ones that are like, maybe not to knock the summit, but a little smaller, a little more intimate.
Yeah.
Well,
but
those
even
are
that one, his is, I think, small enough, having the smaller breakout sessions and being able to get those questions answered and not feel like you're asking a question in front of 100
Right.
people, or about a laser machine, like say you're in a breakout on a different laser, like a UV laser or something, and you don't want to ask a stupid question. It's a lot easier to ask a quote
Right.
stupid question in front of 15 people as,
well, I don't
as
think
opposed
I don't
to
think
100.
I don't think really
You know what I mean?
really stupid question. I think if you're
No, but
newer to it
I'm
and it's
saying
like
if they feel like it. If
right,
they
that's what I mean.
personally-
If you're
yeah.
newer and you know that the question is something that's probably easy
Yeah.
to answer, but for you it's difficult because you're new, it's
Right.
a lot easier
Yeah.
to ask in front of a smaller group for sure.
But yeah, the smaller groups just, I mean, and they're great for the teachers as well. When we went to, Heather Bennett's meetup a few weeks ago, we were unprepared for how much we would learn and take away from it too, being presenters. And yeah, it's just as beneficial as for the people who teach as it is for the people who attend and learn.
So how was it being on the news?
It was nerve-wracking. Getting there, I was fine, because I prepped a ton of stuff in the hallway outside the green room. I got the laser set up. I got blanks laid out. I pre-engraved some wallets with their pictures on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had acrylic from Houston Acrylic prepped. I had Creative Cut Supplies, but all strategically placed.
Yep.
And like once I got to the set, it's like that all that prep
All the
work,
lights and cameras, literally.
because it's this is a studio, and yeah, I got nervous, and my hands were just
Yeah.
I was like I was froze.
Stiff as a board.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know.
Or something.
You usually set up when there's like no one in the studio,
Mhm.
so you kind of have it like all to yourself. They just have like maybe a couple lights on so you can see what you're doing, and then when you go back into the studio, it's all lit up. I'm sure they had different sets for the chroma key and then the anchor desk and everything like that. And yeah, it can be for me. It's my
well,
second
and
home
it feels so
because
like official.
right, right. And then they walk over with suits on, and they were probably doing a segment right before yours, so you're like standing there like just waiting for your turn
Yep.
and for them to walk over. And then they walk over, and I'm sure the cameras were robotic, so they all like rolled over on themselves by themselves over. It can be intimidating for sure. And but you did great, especially from I've seen people like really
Bomb it.
not bomb it, but just really stiff and not be able to. And then the two reporters were really good too at like easing you and like kind of guiding you,
Coaching,
coaching
yeah.
you along throughout the interview. Yeah, it was a really good spot.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It was I gave them a ton of material ahead of time, and I think, like you had said, it helped because I
Yeah.
gave
Yeah.
them B-roll ahead of time. I gave them a list of questions and answers already. So it really went really well. I
Yeah.
think they asked one question that really threw me off about CO2. Did you see that? He
Oh
said,
yeah, yeah.
carbon dioxide. I'm like, I didn't know
Uh,
what to say.
Now you say CO2, which makes me. Are we talking carbon dioxide?
It does, yes. It does stand, yeah, carbon dioxide. It's a CO2 laser. That's just the power source. And there are
Oh,
different
okay.
power source lasers that do different things, but CO2 is the most versatile.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that one. He's like CO2. Is that like carbon dioxide? And you're like,
Yeah, that would throw me off too.
Yeah.
What is the answer?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a CO2 laser. That's what it's called. That's
Yeah.
what my
Yeah.
answer would be.
No, he had a good answer. Is that it is the gas inside the tube
The
that
tube, yeah.
fires the laser.
Yeah.
Fire
the laser.
Yeah, right.
I feel like Dr. Evil. Does your summit have lasers? Does it have
How did you secure that spot?
Networking. I mean, that is me every single day. Like every person I meet is a potential connection. Whether they need something for me or I need something for them. But
Yeah.
remembering those people and reaching out, shooting messages. I mean, that's kind of the same thing driving home from Next Level, planning the
Yeah.
first big Michigan Maker Summit. It was
Mhm.
just all these people like, oh, I know somebody who does this. I know somebody who does this. And it's just everybody just kept on saying yes. And it was the
Yeah.
same thing. So, and I did it right after the last Maker Summit. I started making those connections. So I'm
Nice.
set up for Fox, and I'm actually set up for NBC as well. They've had some,
Nice.
Nice.
so I am still kind of reworking on NBC. I'm still hoping to get at least one of the two spots on NBC before the Maker Summit as well.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
So, what can people expect at this one?
Spring 2026 Michigan Maker Summit. There we're gonna have some new vendors. We're gonna have Trotec there, RZ
Nice.
Acrylic, Lens Digital, Houston Acrylic, Creative Cut Supplies, of course. I'm thinking about bumping him down. Like if I get another vendor, I may just bump him off the list.
Yeah. Just
my-
at least put him in the corner,
In a corner, dark room somewhere.
right?
We'll have Creality there. I'm gonna have the
You
brand
said Monarch Pine too, right?
Mark Pine. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
They're going to be there getting hands on. I like what they create in their booth is that same, like they just go along perfectly with my vision for the summit. So I'm so happy
Yeah.
they're going to be there, interactive, just like I like it. Creality's going to be there. We're going to have the new Spark X 3D printer. Jeff with Forever 32 Designs. He's going to be there representing refined color. We'll have a nice.
Oh, this is gonna be dangerous.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Maybe we shouldn't go. A new 3D printer and refined color is gonna be there.
You
Oh,
3D printer if you don't have one.
we have
We
a
have
3D
one.
printer, but
Okay. Well, Polar Filament's going to be there, and they're a Michigan manufacturer of filament, so that'll be cool to have there. Iconic
Nice.
King is going to be there.
Nice.
okay.
X Tool, One
Nice.
Laser, the Maxi Index X. Have you seen that table on my fiber? Did you see that video?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yes. I think I've seen it.
It
Yeah.
is incredible. Like if you're looking to do some larger batches with your fiber laser or galvo laser, the Maxi
Mhm.
Index X is incredible. We'll have that running.
Oh, is
And
that the
The
conveyor that you use? So
Yep.
I have seen it. I didn't know that's what it was called. But yes, I saw you. What were you making?
I
Was
did
it?
hat clips?
we had a big order of slate coasters and keychains.
That's what it was. I knew it wasn't hat clips because that, I mean, obviously, but it was something big. But I was like, are they koozies? Because I do remember they were like square, but I just couldn't remember what they were. But yeah, the slate coasters, and he couldn't keep up with it. He was too busy talking on the video that he's like, I don't think I can keep up with this.
It's unreal. Like the galvo lasers are so fast. Like
Yeah.
I'm bottleneck. Like I would think that I was hoping that it would allow me to do more things, but even with the table, it's like I'm still the bottleneck. I can't keep up loading and unloading.
Let's go, Blake.
And then the last vendor booth is it's just going to be a Michigan makerspace booth. We're going to have representatives from 5 or 6 maker spaces across the state of Michigan, and
That's
just
awesome.
kind of making awareness of those spaces. And we partner with them a lot for the maker meetups across Michigan. You know, my vision for the maker meetups is to carry that energy coming out of the summit, and be able to still maintain those connections and that momentum you have going for your business. So that's going to be a big part of it as well.
That is the hardest part, I'd say, about these events. You know, if you can get there, it's not hard to go to them and leave motivated and take a bunch of stuff, you know, that you can implement once you get home. The hard
Right.
part is actually implementing it once you get home.
Yeah.
You're tired from traveling, then life gets back to normal. Now you have either a day job if you have one, you're working, the kids, whatever. And, you know, me included, I have that difficulty too of carrying that energy and everything I've learned and then actually implementing it when I get home instead
Right.
of just someday I should and then someday you don't.
Yeah. The Riley Black Project is sponsored by Monarch Pine.
Monarch Pine is your trusted source for premium laser blanks and jewelry findings. From large loop earring hooks made specifically for acrylic and wood earrings to laser-tested stainless steel necklace and bracelet blanks, they have everything you need to bring your creative ideas to life.
As a maker, you know the value of quality supplies. And that's exactly what Monarch Pine delivers. Whether you're crafting as a hobby or running a full-time business, their products make it easy to design confidently and create stunning pieces.
Head to monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack to get 10% off your order. Riley Black patrons get an even bigger discount, so don't miss out.
While you're at it, join the Monarch Pine Craft Supply Insiders Facebook group. It's a vibrant community where makers share tips, inspiration, and their incredible creations.
Monarch Pine, where your creativity takes center stage. Visit monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack today.
Not tomorrow. Today. Are you tired of endlessly joining jump rings?
There's gotta be an easier way.
Are your wrists aching after numerous orders? Introducing Keychain Thingies, the time-saving solution for anyone making keychains.
It's so fast and easy.
These revolutionary plastic thingies make large or multiple orders a snap. So easy, even a child can do it.
That was so easy.
So what are you waiting for? Go to keychainthingies.com and order now. Keychain Thingies will change your life. However, they should not be used to cure any medical ailments, repair broken relationships, or help lose weight. Do not use Keychain Thingies unless you want to save time and aggravation.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And then speakers, our headliner is Dawn Marie. So
Nice.
she'll be headlining things. Her 7 Arrows, the education strategy, a community for creative entrepreneurs where, you know, they do the sign parties and she teaches that. Like that just goes, you know, hand in hand with what we do. We'll have cat viewers there.
Nice.
Nice.
And then, of course, John and Crystal are going to be teaching. John and you heard
The John and Crystal?
John. And
Nice.
technically representing Riley Black
Studios.
Yes.
Riley Black Studios. I need to change my notes.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about content creation for local businesses and how to like really like leverage Facebook and without necessarily running a whole bunch of ads.
Yeah.
Let's
Or
flip-
posting every single day.
This is kind of an interview. How are you going to turn that into a nice, intimate, hands-on breakout?
Pull out your phone.
Yeah, take out your phone.
Okay.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, right.
Grab your phone where we can show you I mean, how to post on Instagram. One thing that we showed people how to do at the last meetup was how to reply to someone's question on Instagram with a reel. Because I had one where I was just showing me cutting something, and I cut with wet paper towels a lot of times underneath my acrylic. And so someone had asked me in the comments, what is that? And I made a reel that I replied to their comment with. So when you click on it, it shows their question on the screen, and then I answered it. That reel did 4 times better than the initial one that they were asking a question on. And a lot of times that's because several other people have likely had that question, but no one took the time to stop and ask it on the video for whatever reason. So things like that.
Instagram edits is really good too. A lot of people aren't familiar with it. They're still, I mean, not that they're still using CapCut. I have a trick where you can still, if you're, so obviously Instagram is pushing edits over any other because it's their own platform. So you can still, it is really good. You can still edit in CapCut if that's what you like. And I say CapCut because that's like what people usually
has some
use.
really good templates.
You like to use, what's it called?
No, I really like CapCut now, but I also use InShot.
InShot. I always want to say InstaShot, but InShot. But you can still use those platforms and then just like bring them. My trick is bring those into edits and either use captions or change the song or something, just so that you can get that edits banner on your post. That way, Instagram and Facebook push those posts because you're still using edits, and they get to badge it with theirs, so they'll push it more.
Yeah.
Just a trick. So I think that's kind of like the hands-on is
Can't
like
give
how
away
to
too much
use.
of the class though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But basically, I mean, so something we not struggled with, but we saw that there was a need for at the last thing that we went to was people needed to be shown things on their phone.
Yeah.
And that's depending on what level you're at. And even if it's not even things on your phone, when it's those smaller breakouts, it just allows for more of that conversation, back and forth. Like, hey, I'm doing this. Why isn't this working?
Yeah.
Or how do I get started? Or, man, the question we got repeatedly was how many times a week should I be posting, or how often should I be posting, and what platform? And the answer is not the same for everyone. And so we talk about why it's different for, certain people, why some people's customers are on Facebook and why some people's customers are on Instagram and some are on TikTok,
Right.
So just that kind of
and it's
stuff.
also a mindset shift, right? Because we found a lot of people were thinking too big. Like they're local shops.
I have to do all or nothing.
Right. So we'll touch on that. And also, honestly, really what I love about it is the workshop aspect and getting more of the answers that the crowd has answered. Because I feel like that's the biggest impact, like having that built-in time to answer their questions that they have, because that's essentially what makes it, like you come here, you have these, hopefully we can answer it in our like presentation and give you something to walk away with. But if not, it gives you the opportunity to actually ask the question and get an answer. Kind of like how you were saying that one shot that AP got with where those two in the front, kind of like that, but you don't necessarily have to be in the front.
Yeah. No,
and
exactly.
Another idea I just had while talking it out is like showing them a couple like tips and tricks on their phones, or like the Hollyland mic that we really like, or our DJI Osmo Pocket 3 if you want to step up from your phone to something like that, because a lot of people, like when they finally take the jump and make the purchase, because it is kind of pricey, then we hear all the time that they have it but they don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So that would probably be a quick couple minutes at least to show the possibilities, because you don't need the Pocket 3, but if you can work up to that, it really is just such an awesome thing, and it kind of shows you, you know, things to work towards or that could make your content process easier.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Last couple of speakers, we got Alan Miller, aka Alan the Maker. If you haven't heard of him,
Oh,
he does
No.
in
Sounds familiar.
photo engraving. His
Mm.
photo engraving is mind blowing. Like I've sat in his class. I've had him teach me one on one, and I still don't know how he does it. It's what he does is real. And then we'll also have Joshua Perry with Perry Design
Woohoo.
Network, the power of the handshake.
Yes.
So we're really hoping, people come that are looking to like design the blueprint for their business, all these different key aspects. They're going to leave, be feeling better dialed in with their niche, how to do social media, these different pieces of their business coming out of there, for success, set up for success. Hope we can give them the tools to blow up after they come to the summit.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's exciting when you see those like light bulbs go off,
Yep.
or like for him, a lot of people took some like size of relief when he
Yeah.
kind of like simplified it for them, and it was awesome because even there our favorite parts of it was how people were implementing it right away.
Yeah.
People were posting that night or playing around with Instagram edits that night or going live the next day and then showing us like, how they
Their
turned on
results.
monetization
Yeah.
in the last week and how they've already made like $1 or $2, nothing crazy, but just they're already seeing that growth from implementing things and just taking the scary factor out of it. So
Right.
I think that's the
Right.
case with a lot of these classes, right? Is it simplifies it for you. It makes, spins it in a way you didn't really look at it because our brains tend to overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about these classes is that someone can hold your hand and walk you through and say, it's not scary.
Yeah, it's great. Like I always think back of when I started news, back to you being on the news, walking into the control room. And if you ever seen a control room, you see this one person
So many buttons.
in front of this big panel with all these buttons. It's called a switcher. And I know, like it's really just one row multiplied
what
a
are
few.
all those buttons?
So it's really one row that's duplicated 3-4 depending on your thing, and it's basically all the cameras, all the sources, and like where the chirons coming in, and it's not that difficult. But when you first
look at
walk
it,
in and
yeah.
you see everything, you're like, oh my god,
It looks
But
like a spaceship.
Then when I started getting trained on it, I'm like, oh, it's really just this,
Yeah.
but just duplicate a few times so you can set yourself up ahead of time. And then you can, from this one, you can recall these.
Yeah.
And then once you're done, you can change it up. And I was like, oh, this is a lot easier. But that's what it is, right? You walk into something, you think about social media, you think about networking, you think about these machines. They look so intimidating. They feel so intimidating because you don't know.
Right.
But then people start breaking it down for you bit by bit. You're like, oh, it's not that difficult. Sure, it is one more thing that you have to do, and you do have to put in effort, right? You have to sit down and like learn it. But once it's broken down, you're like, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the best part about it, really, I think.
Yeah. So what does the schedule look like?
The schedule is a pretty cool setup. We'll have a opening session. Well, let's go back to Friday night. So Friday night is different from the last summit. It is an addition. People wanted another opportunity to really get to know the vendors, and I really wanted to break that barrier a little bit. Some of the feedback that I got is people didn't talk to anybody in the vendor room, the vendors, because they were intimidated. Somebody said, I didn't know who they were. So Friday night, we're going to have some appetizers. It's going to be real casual. It's going to be in the vendor room. So the vendors will be in their booths. People will have some food, and we'll be able to kind of socialize and get to know each other. So I think that'll even make Saturday even easier to have those conversations. So then we roll into Saturday. We've got a 7 a.m. That's what. Don't panic. 7 a.m. is just when we'll start checking people in, and things will kick off at about 8 o'clock. Is when the event will start. And then I'll be on stage, do a nice intro, go from me to Dawn, and then after that, the vendor room will open. Get some time to talk to the vendors again, do some
I'm
networking.
already tired.
She's already tired.
So,
I can do it
you,
though.
You
listen,
lost her
a
at
day,
7:30.
Seven. Seven is when he lost me. Because that means I gotta eat before. I have to be awake. I have to have
caffeinated.
time for the puffiness under my eyeballs to simmer down. And then I gotta get coffee, and then I gotta eat, so I'm not hangry. And then I gotta show up. But you know what?
The hardest part.
It's just one day.
The hardest
I
part
can do
though
it.
is because we're gonna be partying Friday night.
I know
with
that is
everybody.
honestly the worst part is
'Cause
that
all of
you
our
stay out
friends and
all
every-
night
yeah.
chit chatting
Yep.
and talking shop with everybody who's there,
Yep.
and you're having a good old grand time, laughs. You're singing by fireplaces if you're with Michael Gass from PDS. You're having a good time. It's a good reason to go to bed late.
Do you know who's coming?
Or
from,
you talk to Joshua Perry until 2 a.m.
Right. I was
for,
saying, do you know who's coming from Iconics? Have they told you?
they did. Let me. I don't have it in front of me.
Is it Peter?
I don't think it's Peter.
No?
They're sending someone else.
Okay.
Josh told me, but I
Okay.
don't think it's Peter. I
Okay.
remember being sad I wouldn't see Peter
Right.
again.
That's
a
what I was saying.
weeks later.
That is really dangerous if it's Peter.
Right?
Because now you add old fashions in the mix.
Oh, that sounds like trouble.
No, it's great. Listen, Peter got me onto old fashions. Huh? Sorry.
I said, note to self: stay away from Peter.
Yeah, because you have to present. Listen, that early is a lot more dramatic for you. I just got to show up. I don't even have to teach that
Yep.
early. I just have to be
Well,
present.
not that early. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the schedule. Sorry.
Oh, so then we'll just go into there. The breakouts will repeat. So that opening session, vendor room, and then there'll be session 1, and that will repeat after lunch. So that way, you don't have to worry about having to commit to one and not going to another. All
Yeah.
the breakouts happen twice,
Nice.
so you'll be able to go to multiple breakouts and not have to worry about missing something that you wanted to go to.
Cool.
And then it's then closing sessions, and then the vendor room's open for one last hour, and then we have a reservation. It's no commitment, but we have a reservation at a local restaurant where everybody can get a discount and
Nice.
just hang out one last time at a restaurant. That way, all the vendors can kind of be off the clock. I'll be
Yeah.
out, and we can just kind of relax and just socialize and network. Because for me, if you guys can remember, some of the first times we met and talked and connected, it was at those late
Yeah.
after hours.
We've made business plans and those
That's when-
late
yeah.
we should do this, or we should we come out here for this, or come out, that's when the good stuff happens.
Yep.
Honestly. And that's when you get to know somebody better. Oh, you have similar age kids, or you
Yep.
used to do the
Right.
same thing before you did lasering that's really when the connection hits, because the jitters of the event, and if you're there by yourself and nervous about whatever, right? All of that kind of goes away after it's over. Now
Right.
you're on
Right.
the high of, ooh, I saw all these really cool things. I learned all these really cool, all this really cool stuff. And then you're just in the best of moods. So yeah, the after party, it's you have, people are going to have it anyway. So you might as well set up a space for
Right.
them to have it easily.
Yeah.
So then we went out to dinner, we went to the bar, and then we went back to the hotel. So
Yeah.
I take a selfie at the hotel of a group of us in front of the fireplace, and I sent it to Will and Mark, and they thought it was, what did I say? Maybe it was just a selfie of me in the front desk. So they come down thinking it's just me, and there's
Oh.
a
Oh, I'm sure they loved that. They like to hide.
Yeah.
they came down, we hung out.
Yeah.
Incredible. So then we were going to leave, and the girls from Eufy were just getting back from checking something out. I hopped in the car with them, and it was all sorts of good times. But those
Yeah.
connections, if nothing else, those are where the magic happens, and those relationships are
Yep.
what helps to make the connections to grow that foundation for your business. this community, that's where it all starts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. It's
Yeah.
the fun times for sure. And then it's also too like, yeah, you can relax. That's when the laughs happen. That's when the friendships are made that you connect and you talk to once you get home, and you're like, hey, what was it that that one person said? What was that site that one person said? Or what are you working on now that you're home? That kind of
Right.
stuff. That's when friendships kind of like happen. I
Strengthen.
mean, yeah, because
Yeah.
Josh, I had met him, Joshua Perry, I had met him quickly at Next Level, but we were just so slammed and like busy and always doing something with the podcast and teaching
Right.
and the booth and all that. That I didn't get a ton of time to really do that. We did do some of that afterwards, in the evenings. But if you weren't at like the table I was at,
Right.
we didn't,
Right.
get to talk much. And so like one of the Atlanta ones, the Atlanta meetup.
Again, a
small
smaller
meetup is
Yeah.
when we all went to dinner together, and I ended up sitting next to him. So it's really, and now he's like a good friend, obviously, because we stayed on the phone until
Right.
2 a.m.
And it also strengthened the relationship with 1819 Malera too.
Yeah.
Because
They're so
they were
awesome.
right next to him, so like I'm sending them stuff on Instagram.
Right.
More like the Spanish stuff that I can't send you because you won't understand.
I
You
would
do.
get some
No,
of it.
some of it, but some of it is like
Yeah,
like
if it's
real
full
exactly
Spanish, then
exactly.
maybe
So I
not.
send it to them for the laugh.
But yeah, are they going to attend? Do you know? I don't know how close that is for them.
Who is they?
1819 Merera.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Alexis and
So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So you threw me off with
them.
the. What are their names?
Alexis and oh my God, she's
yeah,
gonna kill me.
she's gonna kill you because I blanked on it too.
K. It starts with a
We
K.
met at. We met at.
Kendra. Is it
Kendra,
Kendra? I didn't
yes,
want to say
yes.
it and be wrong.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
we connected.
Cut
I mean,
that out.
No.
my schedule has been insane, so we connected. I need to talk to them more,
Yeah.
so we can figure out to what capacity. They're. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think
Even if they just attend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendra. Okay.
Kendra,
God,
yeah.
that threw me off. My brain.
No, I
I'm
would
tired.
love
I'm gonna
them.
blame it. What?
I'd love to have them, meet them, talk to them more. I feel like
Yeah.
we met at Next Level. I don't even think we had like a conversation. It was more of just like a hi.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're a vendor, because you're on. I mean, depending on the vendor hours,
Yeah.
and like you're on that whole time, and you don't. That's not the time that you get close to someone and have those like
Right.
deep conversations, right? Because there's a ton of other people there, and if that means you're having that connection with them, you're potentially neglecting a bunch of other people who may just want to have a quick chat with you or whatever about your products or whatever.
Yeah.
So, there's definitely some pros and cons to being a vendor. Then it comes in the times when you're not being a vendor, the late night, early morning,
Yeah.
lunch, if you get a second on the way to the bathroom. It happened a lot. So, but yeah, hopefully they can make it. I don't know how close it is, but I know Catherine's going, and they live nearish to Catherine,
Yeah.
I think.
I pulled
So-
it when we just briefly had a quick conversation on Facebook, and I think I want to say 2 hours or so, 2.5
Oh
hours.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bully them into coming. So
Do it.
yeah.
So when is the actual what are
Oh,
the
yeah, we
actual
should say
dates?
It's March 13th and 14th. But the key date to keep in mind: tickets are on special right now for $60 until March 3rd. March
Okay.
3rd, they go up to $80. So save 20
Okay.
bucks. Signed
Good
up
to know.
now, and I need to add more rooms onto the block because the hotel rooms are going quick.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to
Yeah.
add when we first talk about Maker, do a lower third of the dates.
When we first talk about
Yes, since we waited until the end of the
until
podcast.
40
We
minutes
don't
in.
do anything, the way they should go. We just wing it, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it's a little ass backwards. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're really looking forward to it. I hope if you are anywhere near there, especially if you're
Yes.
not able to make the other events, Next Level, UV Energize, all those other ones, APA, it's in Vegas. I get that some of those are a little harder to get in on. And if that's the case, see how far this is away from you. If it's a free weekend you got,
Right.
make it happen. And
Yeah. I mean, it's also only it's a couple days.
yeah, I
Maybe
like that it's like one full crazy
Right.
day and like the kind of like not in, like what do you call it, the like warm up on Friday,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean there's nothing wrong with the 2 to 3 day ones, but man, are you tired.
Yeah.
After that third day is usually like you're holding your eyelids open even
Right.
though you want to hear everything.
Yeah. You're just ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, stick
Yeah.
around. What?
Hold on. Anything else you want to
yeah.
tell people before?
No, I mean, just to reiterate what you guys said, I mean, if you're anywhere near Michigan, if you're 2-3 hours away, I highly recommend coming. If you're looking to find your niche, if you're looking to dial your business get hands-on with some new equipment you're thinking about getting, take this opportunity to check out that equipment face to face, make some connections, design your blueprint, build a foundation, and find your people. Come to the Michigan Maker Summit, March 13th and 14th, 2026. It's going to be a game changer.
Ooh, where do they get tickets? That's the other.
InMakerSummit.com. Also, if you want to keep in the loop, we're going to be doing like vendor spotlights. We have a Facebook group, Michigan Maker Summit on Facebook. It's going to be a great place just to find more information. Maybe you're on the fence. You can learn. I just posted an Iconics video yesterday. I did a
Cool.
tour of their booth at APA, and that way you can kind of see what there is to offer.
I just sandblasted
Yeah.
for the first time at the last event.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. You got it.
Yeah.
You have to try it if you haven't tried it before.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great hands-on experience.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're going to keep the conversation going over on Patreon, so be sure to join us there. As low as $6 a month gets you in. And for everyone else, Life Updates coming up next. And I'm back. She's sleeping. We got to stay quiet. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Life
Yeah.
update. I'm tired.
Yep, she's tired. We've
tired.
had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I've been fighting this weird little like it's mild. It's really mild, cold. But it comes with dizziness, vertigo.
Not that vertigo.
Not that
Not that
vertigo. Man,
vertigo.
I wish it really did come with that vertigo. That would be awesome.
Not the Lens Digital vertigo.
Yeah, and fatigue. Like it'll just comes out of nowhere and it's like you're tired. Like
Yeah.
really tired right now.
Yeah.
I
I got the itis after dinner
Yeah, big time.
and then took a quick little nap.
Well, and then it's hard too because now we have a new setup for the boys. They have their own bed now. So
yeah.
we're talking about
Life update.
Life update. They had bunk beds, and we realized in the showroom that the bunk beds were not like set up like adults couldn't lay on them.
Oh yeah.
They're like, no,
Yeah.
you can't lay on this with
Yeah.
them. And
Well,
like, what do you mean?
I reinforced some slats under the bottom.
Well, he made the bottom so
Yeah.
that you could, but then it still always made me
But you gotta stay
nervous.
you gotta stay on the corner.
You had to like stay on the corner, like the edge, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna lay right where you shouldn't and break something. And so we never really like laid with them, and he did like again where
Yeah,
he knew was
where I knew
safe.
it was safe.
But now they have their own beds because there was too much wrestling
Yeah.
in the one bed, and they were both scaredy cats and wouldn't sleep on the top.
Yeah, no one's tough. I would
I
have
killed
given
for top.
I would have given any. I never had a bunk bed. We always
Pause. Sorry, continue.
pause. We always, me and my brother always wanted bunk beds.
Yeah,
We never got them. We never had bunk
I
beds.
loved when I stayed at a friend's house who had bunk beds,
Yeah.
or
So they
and
get
I
bunk
fell off
beds.
of one.
They get
They
bunk
didn't
beds
have railings like they have now.
And-
They don't have the safety measures that they have now, and it was still awesome to sleep.
I totally
yeah,
thought
so-
that Jackson, the youngest,
Yeah,
would totally want to sleep up there.
he's
Nope,
a crazy person.
Nope.
Of course he would, and
doesn't
he
want
doesn't.
to. He'll play up there.
Right.
He'll play, but doesn't want to sleep. So We got
Yeah.
them their own beds.
So they got their own beds, but then the problem is now we can lay with them.
Yeah. So
Now we walk out of there like zombies because we laid with them. When it's 5 minutes,
Take a
it's not
little
even.
nap.
It's like 10 minutes because it's like
Yeah.
5 minutes and all the songs and stuff.
yeah,
And then 5 minutes of just laying there, and
quietly.
we're
Yeah.
like crawling out of the room, basically, not really,
Yeah.
but like walking out slowly and groggy. And
Yep.
Jackson's at the door, like, "Good night, guys." So, yeah, life update is prepping for APA.
Prepping for all the things.
We are leaving in a couple weeks to
Yeah.
go hang out with our friend Joshua Perry, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
And we'll bring you along on that, of course, if we can. What else? Yeah, APA, and then 2 weeks after that is Maker Summit.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots and lots of prep along with our normal work. And
Yeah. And closing the studio and setting up my new office here.
have we told them?
Huh? Yeah, I think we told them.
Did we tell
well, no. Oh, so no. Actually,
haven't
we
told
didn't say.
you.
Last
Wow,
last
way to
update-
rip off the Band-Aid.
Last update, we were looking at a new space. We looked at it. We almost got it.
We were 80%. I was like 60.
Yeah.
You were 80.
I was a little more.
I was 60, yes. He was 80, yes.
And then I was trying to convince her and talk myself out of it. And I
yeah.
said, well, wait a minute. Maybe this overhead right now isn't. So right now
and
we're
we're
gonna.
not even saying, we're not like closing it like permanently.
No. We're keeping Riley
It's-
Black Studios.
It's
the name.
studios is still,
still-
video
yes.
services, content creation.
Yes,
If you need
100%.
podcasting help, like we're still
Yes.
doing all of that. We won't have the in-person studio
Right.
for now.
And
It's
we
something
still-
we'd love to.
Yeah, and I'll still be
open up
running
again
the
later.
2 shows that we do have out of there. Just we're gonna find new homes for them, and it'll
Yeah.
be like a remote space where I go up, set up, we shoot, and then I break down and come
Yeah.
back. But our studio space won't, because we wanted to open a new space with all these great things. But then our calendar started.
Then we started
booking
getting
up.
booked for content creation,
With all these- yeah.
teaching, and video gigs, and we're like, okay, wait.
We're only gonna be open
We're
for like
getting
a week,
booked
a month.
over here with this. We're not getting
Right.
booked with podcast creation besides our 2,
Right.
staple shows. And it just didn't make sense. We have the money saying over here, guys, and we're like, no,
Right.
no, but I want to open a studio. And then trying to open a bigger studio and promote it and give it
Right.
the attention it needs, and we wanted it to be rentable for people. But if we're gone 2
Exactly.
weekends a month, we're not going to be open for it to
Right.
be available and rentable. So we made the adult decision
Yeah, it's gonna take a
and
back seat for
didn't
now.
do it. I'm still so sad about it. I really I wanted them to fight for us when we told them we decided not to get it.
What?
The rental place.
Oh no,
I wanted them to be like,
no,
okay, well, we'll do this.
no. That spot
I
is
know,
premium.
I know
They ain't
it
gonna-
was in my head, but
Yeah.
I wanted them to fight for me as I
that place
broke
is
up with
rented
them.
out already.
I don't say that.
maybe not. But yeah, so
I
it's
kind of
not.
hope it is, so that it's
but-
not even something I can convince myself to go back to.
I'm excited to have my office with my own like backdrop, so I can like actually
I'm
shoot
jealous.
content.
We need to take care of my storage unit and make it
What?
nice and pretty.
You got the
again.
glitter wall with
That's
the
all
machines
I got.
behind
I need
you.
more.
I
I
don't.
need more.
Okay. Well, fine. So
So
yeah.
he's getting
so-
a revamp. So Mama needs a little bit of a revamp too. Okay.
Can I finish? Can I even
Sorry.
start on mine first and finish, and then we can move on to yours? Yeah.
You
okay.
can start.
So, and then also update, like his life
Yes.
update on the content course, the mini course.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He stopped procrastinating.
Uh,
He did a lot of planning.
yep, got a lot of planning going.
Mind you,
so
guys-
there will be.
Sorry to cut you off and interject as I do. But I just want you to know he has recorded this mini course twice
Yes.
already.
And I haven't been happy with it.
Twice.
Yeah.
So it's not that he's completely procrastinating and
No.
just not getting to it and not making it a priority.
Yes.
He's recorded it twice.
I've recorded it branded as Riley Black Media, and I've recorded it branded as Riley Black Studios.
And then, but you didn't, but both times you weren't happy with the content.
I wasn't happy. It wasn't
100%.
Yeah, it wasn't as. So it's hard with a mini course because I want to
Right.
go in depth.
It's
but
hard
I
to
also
not
don't
go
want
too
to
far.
go too far.
Yeah, the line is
Right.
quite small.
Right.
Right.
So it
Because
was really
yeah.
really really short, and I was like, I can't do this.
I can't.
It
yeah,
needs
you can't
to be.
sell
It
that.
needs to be
Yeah.
more. So, in that light, there's going to be a full course. There'll be a mini course.
So it's escalated into a mini
And-
course.
a mini course, a full course, and a ebook. The ebook is completed, just not like released.
We just got to make it pretty.
Yeah, we just gotta make it pretty, but it's released. The stuff is there. Both the mini course and the full course are scripted, and I got a prompter, so it's happening.
Whoop, whoop.
So
You got this, babe.
yeah. It'll be out. I guess I should put a date, right?
Yeah.
So it will. Okay, the mini course. I can't promise the full course,
Okay.
but the mini course will be out by Michigan. So here's the thing.
He said it, guys.
I want the mini course to be shot in our studio.
The one we're closing?
The one we're closing. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I want that present. We really worked hard for that
We
studio.
did.
I want that present
Wanna
somewhere
document
other
it
than just
somewhere.
pictures.
Yeah.
So I want the mini course to take place there, and then
That's a
the
good
full
idea.
course will be in my new office once I have it set up and everything.
Yeah, I
I'll
like
do
that.
it there. But yeah, so I hope to start recording the mini course soon,
Yeah.
like within this week, if not next week. So yeah, so before Maker Summit, I'll be pushing the Maker Summit, and
Good.
the ebook will be out too then as well,
Yeah.
if not before.
Awesome.
So yeah,
I'm
that's
excited.
that's what we got.
Let me know how I
going
can
on.
help.
You can help by making the ebook pretty. I have to send you
Okay.
the final one that I have because I did add pictures to
Okay.
it. I did add some stuff to it, so I have to send that to you.
Yeah. I make his graphics.
And then
usually.
and then you have to proofread the mini course. I think I sent that to you as well.
You sent me the full one. I don't know
Oh,
that
okay.
I saw the mini.
So I'll send you the mini course so you can proofread it and everything. But yes, so yeah, that's what we have going on. All things content, just like Riley Black Studios. All things content.
Cool.
And we'll see you at APA. We'll see you at Maker Summit. We'll see you at
the Jamboree.
the Jamboree.
See you at the UV virtual conference.
Yep. With Homebound Customs. Is it labeled under them?
I can't. Oh, crap. We already said the other one out loud. There was one we weren't supposed to announce yet.
Which one?
Oh, I'm not
I'll
going
bleep
to say
it. Okay. You tell me after
Okay.
and I'll bleep it out and make sure it doesn't. But we'll see you at as many shows as we can make.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully you'll see me with my camera there. I really like my camera.
And then I'll be behind him with
a
a
camera.
different camera.
And
I'm
then
the
we're gonna-
behind the scenes.
And then we're
girl.
going to hire someone to be behind the scenes of the
For
behind the
me.
scenes.
I need someone to film. I was like, who's going to film me getting the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes?
Going to need a little drone that just flies up and
Right?
shoots
That just
behind the scenes
follows
of
me.
both of us. So we get aerials.
I have my meta glasses. That'll work until we can afford.
Yeah, you can be like your hands on. Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I still want someone, although they're probably not going to get a good angle. They're going to get some weird butt angle or something.
'Cause they're
like that.
behind you.
So, okay, we'll do meta.
Luckily
now.
for you, I don't have a butt, so you can't get that weird butt angle.
No, I can't.
It's both a curse and
A
a
blessing.
blessing. Yes. Anyway, that'll do it for another great episode of the Right Back Project. Crystal and John.
Bye. What is my arms doing?
Maybe we're all done. The Honey Black Project. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nino, I'm recording.